Ladies and gentlemen, we are gathered to induct the newest company wrestling, the first promo wrestling company, as a matter of fact, into the Sportswire Radio Hall of Fame. When I think about Sportswire Radio and I think about all wrestling matters, right? We think about all wrestling matters and we think about what does it mean, right? And we've talked a lot about backyard wrestling. We talk a lot about underground wrestling, certainly UK wrestling, which got me to this journey. It was, a matter of fact, 4 years ago that I had interviewed UK British independent wrestler RP Davis, maybe the most well-known independent wrestler. Off to the races, Sportswear Radio. The first wrestler we interviewed was about a few weeks prior to that. A guy, Chad Parham, for those that may or may not know, actually wrestled Jeff Hardy in TNA Impact Wrestling in the old Fox Sports days. But really, when we think about all wrestling matters, as I stated, backyard, underground, British independent wrestling, deathmatch, we think about pro wrestling, mainstream wrestling, and certainly we think about Rhino, obviously the war machine, the man beast coming to Sportswire Radio, and what a tremendous honor and what a lift that was for our community. But promo wrestling is a very important tool to our community, and you can't be all wrestling matters unless you recognize promo wrestling. And Texas Promo Wrestling has certainly been one of the premier wrestling companies in the promo world for 5 years. And a slew of names have been in and out of TPW. Certainly, Devin Adams is always the name that so many people bring up. And Devin Adams is a man that I have interviewed. I know Devin Adams very, very well. We also think about a guy that, well, he always has something to say. And you wait till this week when he comes back to Sportswear. I think you both know who I'm talking about. That is Anthony Steele, the multiple time Sportswire Radio Hall of Famer. A man that, who knows, he's certainly a loaded weapon. He's almost like a nuclear weapon sometimes when he speaks here on Sportswire Radio. But he's a tremendous athlete, a tremendous performer, and he came through Texas Promo Wrestling, plus a slew of the stars today that have cut their teeth in TPW. TPW is important not just because people cut a promo, whether it's in front of a cell phone or a camera, or they do some type of editing that they use that you see on Instagram, but it's also a tool to help many wrestlers or many up-and-coming wrestlers come out and, well, become wrestlers in their own right. And TPW has definitely been a home for that. They have been a home here for 5 years and has given people opportunity after opportunity. And that's why, to me, it's going to be a great honor in a few minutes to finally induct the first promo wrestling company into the Sportswire Radio Hall of Fame. And after all, before I joke about it here, I've got quite a few mulligans into the Sportswire Radio Hall of Fame. I'm not going to get into that, but considering some of the people or some companies that may or may not be in the Hall of Fame, depending on how you see it, the least we can do is certainly induct Texas Promo Wrestling. And, it always excites me to see people come on this platform and show, as one wrestler put it, Hillbilly Tilly, who was a great backyard wrestler in the late 2000s into the early part of the last decade, and also the general manager, or the former general manager now, of the Alliance Wrestling League in Alabama. And his line, famously, as I've used it now for about 9 or 10 months now, is that true wrestlers do it for the love of this sport, and they put their blood, sweat, and tears out there. There's no question that Texas Promo Wrestling and all of the promo wrestlers that I've seen on here, they do it for the love of this sport, and they put their blood, sweat, and tears out there. Even though maybe they're not on a mat or a trampoline or a ground, or if they're in a fancy ring or a ring with no ropes, or if they're like Rhino or my guest Monday night, who I'm going to announce, who's wrestling a WWE legend. But the facts are is that TPW is just like everybody else, and all the talents that are there, that they do put their blood, sweat, and tears, and they do it as we all do it, for the love of this sport. And that's why this is an important night and it's an important night just as much as everybody else comes on here. We're going to get a chance to talk with Texas Red. We'll have a few people come on to the stream. They'll talk. We'll promote tomorrow's shows. We'll get a chance to hear from the Puerto Rican punk, Lyra Limber. It's funny. Lyra, we were talking about this off the air. Obviously, a company that does a lot of work with us is NEW Underground Wrestling, and they're from, I hope I say this correctly because you were trying to correct me on these pronunciations, Worcester, Massachusetts. And there's a guy, Joe Starr, who I call is the Puerto Rican Dusty Rhodes, and yet you're the Puerto Rican punk. So what a small world our community is. But that's why I'm excited each and every day I go on this platform. And truly, promo wrestling, I think, has helped this community and has helped the All Wrestling Matters movement without even coming onto this platform over the past few months because, again, of the influences. And gentlemen, and for those out there that are watching this, and for you, she and they, Lyra, I talk with a lot of people. I've talked with a lot of professional wrestlers. I've talked with a lot of people from the underground, the backyard, the independent in the UK. Obviously, Dean Allmark, a man who was in TNA Impact Wrestling, who had a stint in Japan, and obviously Rhino, the one that people will be talking about for a lifetime. But I've seen countless people come on my platform, and it's you promo wrestlers sometimes that do a better job than them. And it's a very hard thing to be able to go out there and share your story, to share your message. And promo wrestlers do a very important job in communicating that. And sometimes we all can learn from those, even if we don't think we can learn. There's an old adage that I've always carried with me, and it obviously carried me to get to Rhino. But there's always somebody out there that's better than you, and there's always somebody that you can learn from. And there's no question that Texas Promo Wrestling and the whole promo wrestling community, they definitely play an important role in those things. And that's why I'm really honored about tonight's show. And I'm hoping that people will see the importance of what TPW and promo wrestling brings to the table. Because I watch these promos, and I'm sure Rocky would like to sign me to a TPW contract, but I got enough on my plate. I got enough on my plate, Rocky. The last thing I need is more aggravation. But I'll leave that. You have Anthony Steele. You can take Anthony Steele. You can take him, and I'm sure you'll be happy to have that. But I look at it, and it's really what you guys do is so difficult because to be able to communicate in 4 minutes, 3 minutes, and 2 minutes, to talk about these matches and to talk about your opponents, it's not easy. And I give you guys all the respect in the world. And that's why I like to do more promo wrestling coverage, but there's only so much time in a day. But at least today, we get a chance to recognize not only you, Texas Red, and also we get a chance to hear your story, Lyra, as well. We'll, I'm sure, get a visits from a few of your fellow colleagues here in TPW. But I could go on and on and on about Texas promo wrestling. I can go on and on and on about the promo wrestling community. I know Rocky would, like I said, Rocky right now would like to draft up a contract and sign me. But Rocky, I got enough on my plate with Sportswire. I got enough on my plate. Well, I think I could do it. I think I got enough trouble basically remembering where I am and remembering interviews. But I'll leave it to the professionals because you guys are professionals and I'm not a professional. And you guys have definitely proven it for everybody in TPW that you are well-deserved. And Lyra, she have definitely proven that you were a player in a short amount of time being that TPW hardcore champion. And I'm so happy that you're here. I know there's some people out there that have messaged me. Hang on tight. I'm going to bring you onto the stream. Let me, though, do my formal introduction because after all, Rhino liked my introduction, so there can be nobody anymore that comes onto Sportswire and can say, oh, I hate the intro or I snooze through it, because if the last proper ECW world champion, the most recent TNA Impact Wrestling Hall of Famer, and the man that was the first one half of the SmackDown Tag Team Champions like my introduction, you better believe you're going to like it. Everybody else is going to deal with it, and we're going to do that introduction. But it is my great honor. As I've stated, I can go on and on and on about Texas promo wrestling. I can go on and on and on about these two great people and everybody that's in this promo wrestling community. But I will say one final thing before I finally induct you and everybody else in TPW into the Hall of Fame. You're never anywhere in life without your community. I'm nothing without the people. Everybody, including TPW, the promo wrestling community, as a matter of fact, the All Wrestling Matters movement. It is the All Wrestling Matters movement that was born here on this platform a little over a year ago, and I've been doing this for 6 years. 6 years, January 25th. It's this movement that has led us to every night being in prime time on the brightest lights, the biggest stage. But also, it's all of you that got Rhino here. And now it's all of you that got Texas Promo Wrestling into the Sportswire Radio Hall of Fame. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is my great honor to formally introduce into the Sportswire Radio Hall of Fame the newest wrestling company, Texas Promo Wrestling. And fellas, and for everybody else, she and they out there, I'm going to now give you that introduction that so many companies, so many of your peers have gone into the Hall of Fame, and the one and only Man Beast, the War Machine, Rhino have gotten. It is that time. Congratulations to you two and to all of TPW. And let's now get this introduction and this ceremony and show on the road here in style on Sportswire Radio, the #1 Global radio station. So with that, wait for further ado here on the Sports Report. #1 Global Sports Show, the newest wrestling company, into the Sportswire Radio Hall of Fame, born 5 years ago, worldwide round, as simply put, Texas Congratulations, TPW. You're the newest company into the Sportswire Radio Hall of Fame, and how are we doing?
I'm doing amazing. I mean, it feels great to be in the Hall of Fame. I mean, wow, it's a big honor. Thank you so much. Third time, and I'm already in the Hall of Fame. That's first promo company, too, in the Hall of Fame. It's an amazing honor, and thank you so much for allowing me to be on here and allowing me to cover what I love, and that's Texas Promo Wrestling and everybody in Texas Promo Wrestling. And I'm glad to share this stream with Lyra, the hardcore champion.
Congratulations, and Lyra, it's great to meet you finally, and congratulations on not only going into the Hall of Fame, but also being the TPW hardcore champion. And how are we doing here tonight?
I'm doing fucking amazing, man. I'm really, really excited to be here. I think that this is like the first time me as a wrestler and as a promo artist has been on any type of radio station. So it really is an honor.
No, I think it's a great thing, and I think tonight's it's a great night, and I think it's we should be celebrating what you and everybody else does, and I think coming off the heels of Rhino, and I'll have an announcement in a little while of another major guest, which I think will be pretty monumental because that individual is going to be wrestling another WWE legend, another WWE big name that some people think should be in the Hall of Fame. So that's going to be a monumental moment that we're going to announce that here tonight. So I think it's the right time. It's the right situation. But let me go with you, Lyra. Obviously, we're hearing from you for the first time. And I want to introduce you to the audience and tell us what you've been doing here and what's it mean to you to be a part of Texas Promo Wrestling. For those that are listening and watching, you're in prime time on the brightest lights, the biggest stage, and being the TPW Hardcore Champion.
Well, for starters, again, thank you for the time. Being part of Texas Promo Wrestling, first off, is an intense honor. Everyone, in the locker room, especially Rocky, is, tends to be very respectful. We're a bit of a rambunctious crowd. We talk a lot.
I've had some of you on. Your opponent, Zach Clark, has been here before. I've had Darius. I've had Killshot. So I'm starting to have, Hunter's been here. Beast Mood's been here. So a lot of you have been here over time.
Yeah. So then you know more than anybody. We get loud. We get loud, and especially. Yes. If there's someone you want to get loud with, it is indeed the TPW Hardcore Champion in their very first reign and in their very first match tonight.
Very cool. Very cool. Obviously, we'll run through the card and a couple of things. I saw your promo against a man that I've had on before, Zach Clark, who I know is wanting to come back, and I will get to him. It's a very long list of people that would like to be here, and I appreciate that opportunity. But Rocky, obviously, set the tables for us. I'm going to put up the posters here for Sunday and tell us what we can expect here coming up. Plus, I know we have an announcement as well on your end coming up soon.
Yes. Well, this week's card's stacked. I mean, we've had a merge now since the last time that I was on here. Two other promo companies are part of TPW, OPW, and IGPW, and we just had our first show for IGPW's first show back. And then the cards for Texas Promo Wrestling, a bunch of hard hitters. And this week is crucial for this match right here, Lyra and Zach. If Zach wins, I mean, he's in line for a hardcore championship opportunity down the future. I mean, down the lane.
He was retiring. He's unretired. He's back. He's not back. And he could have gold in his sights. Boy, Zach Clark is almost like the Tom Brady of promo wrestling. He can't figure out what he's going to do.
Well, besides the winning point of it, yeah.
Well, nobody's going to win as much as Tom Brady. Put it that way.
Yeah, that girl on the left looks really nice, though. Really.
Well, I think you got some gold there, and you're going to defend the title. You mentioned it in your promo that usually champions can kind of take the night off and go out there and enjoy themselves. But no, you got Zach Clark knocking on your door here. And we talk a lot about this. Ironically, Joe Starr was my guest here a couple of weeks ago, and he just won a championship like you have, champ. And we were talking with Joe, and there's a transition from being the hunter to now the one that's the hunted. Now you've had that transition now, not to quote Hunter and TPW land and everywhere else, but you are now being hunted, and a man that has plenty of experience in this game. And how do you go from that transition from being the hunter to the hunted?
Well, I would say it's certainly a very big switch. When I first came into Texas Promo Wrestling, I had a very bad losing streak coming in, so I was very, very, very hungry to get some gold around my waist, which now I have, and it's going to be a little tricky because a lot of my promos were based on being the underdog, being the guy that not a lot of people believed in. And now I kind of have to flip that. Like, now I am the champ. I have to speak with authority. I have to be the one grabbing my opponents by the balls and sending them right back down the card. But I have no issues doing that with Zach Clark. I've looked at a couple of his most recent matches, and I got to say I'm not quite impressed, but I'm keeping
Come out swinging here. You are coming out swinging tonight on Sportzwire, champ.
Yeah. That's the big thing with the Puerto Rican Punk, is that I'm not someone who's going to be nice. I'm not someone who's going to down and just roll over, and certainly not when I have a target on my back as big as Zach Clark. So I'm excited to be taking him on. but at the same time, I'm not worried at all. Not with an opponent like Zach Clark. And I said it in my promos. I want some real competition, especially
You're saying Zach's not competition, real competition? Is that what you're telling us here tonight live?
That is what I am telling y'all tonight.
Well, that's
Wow.
kind of boastful. That's very confident. I mean, champ, you are confident tonight, boy. You really do fit to the T. What I said in my introduction. I've had pro wrestlers come on here, and I have to basically baby them, hold their hand. You not at all. You're basically saying Zach Clark, he ain't nothing.
He isn't. He may have been a legend back in the day, but I've gone on quite a reputation of being put against veterans as the rookie with all the cards stacked against me. And even if I don't win, I still put on a fantastic show for the audience. I'm on a 3-week-long match of the week. I've now got gold around my waist, and I don't fear someone like Zach Clark. It's certainly not a lot of the things that I've heard from other peers, which we will keep behind closed doors for now.
Well, yeah, we're gonna certainly not go there. I do have I know I'm gonna have a couple of surprises here. Give me about 10 minutes or so. We're gonna bring the first surprise on. We're gonna have a few surprises here, but Mr. Clark has actually arrived. He says, "I'm not scared of you, Lyra. You are losing. I have more talent than you." Straight, simple, to the point.
Okay.
Well, all I have to say to that is, who's the one with here?
That's a good point. You do have the gold, and I'll take this off so we can show it. There's the belt. There's the gold. I mean, it's definitely looks gold. It's got a lot of gold in it. There's no question about that. So, Mr. Clark, basically, he doesn't know what he's talking about then.
Certainly doesn't, and certainly not if he's against someone like me, someone who's willing to just reach far back as I can to pull up whatever juicy stuff I can. I said this in my promo, and I'm gonna say it on here. I'm probably gonna be making some enemies with this, but I did have an even more kind of controversial sort of like hype promo initially planned and recorded for Zach. Zach took like basically the entire week to tell me not to do it. And you know what? I'm trying to play fair. I'm trying to, get into the habit of actually.
So why did you tell because obviously there's some people here on Sportswire that didn't hear it, as I see who's in the chat, but tell me and everybody here on this platform why you went with a different one.
I went with the different one because it's better sportsmanship, honestly. I ended up going with that, but I still used it in my promo.
Okay, respect that.
Initially, I had pitched this idea to Zach, bringing up some IRL stuff that concerned both of us because we both are training wrestlers right now.
Yes, Zach has talked about that. As a matter of fact, I'm going to say it. Zach, I don't know if he knows this or not, but one of my most recent guests who's now a pro wrestler, D Savage, wrestles in a bunch of different places in the Pennsylvania area. He saw Zach Clark at a wrestling show, and he says, I seen you on Sportswire. And he goes, yeah, I was on Sportswire not too long ago. And Savage is like, I'm a regular on Sportswire. And it was like, what a small world. So it just shows you that there's a lot of people out there that they run into each other. So you just never know what you're going to say and who might be watching and listening. So, yeah, you both have some similarities there. You might run into each other because you're in Massachusetts and he's in Pennsylvania. So who knows?
Yeah, I can absolutely see it. I absolutely, honestly, I think it's something. At some point down in my career, I'll probably find myself in Pennsylvania and having to
big wrestling scene in the independents. I do a lot of work with the Pennsylvania independent wrestling circuit. A lot of wrestling there. Big hotbed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can definitely see myself eventually going down to Pennsylvania for something and having to block my nose. Don't smell the stench of Zach Clark while I'm down.
Well, he's here, and he said a bunch of different things. He did say, not for long. When I defeat you, I'll take your hardcore championship once I get my shot, which is obviously coming up. Also, I definitely know Savage. Yeah, Savage, who's the new NEW Underground Wrestling World Champion. Also, I got to say hello to my man, Mr. Ed Pizzo. Mr. Ed is important. Let me give Ed a plug before I get to the first announcement. I promised I'll get to the first announcement. But I do got to give Ed a plug because Ed is working on something pretty cool. And it's a thing called Dually. And it's funny because we're here talking promo wrestling, and really one of Ed's ideas is actually kind of in a way with this. It's basically, if you can do it, you can do it. And he's looking to change, I think, the game, and this might actually fit perfectly into that. That actually, we might be talking to a man that could really put this platform further into the mainstream. But Ed's got an idea. It's Dooley.com. I'm going to put the link here. So if you want to check it out, sign up, make an account. You can do that right there. And I don't know how Ed is like me. He doesn't sleep at all. But thank you, Ed, for tuning in. So that's that out. Okay, you know what? Let me give the certificate because I want to give it. I know a lot of people wanting to chime in, but let me formally do it now. Congratulations. Here you go. January 11th, 2025. It was funny. I was trying to remember not to put 24 because I was like, it's 2025. Like the Simpsons episode where Bart was kind of writing on the chalk. But I was like, all right, it's 2025. But it is 2025. And congratulations. Well deserved. This goes to everybody in the TPW locker room in the verse. And congratulations. Yes, I'm going to plug the shirt. I'm going to plug that. You got my John Hank. What's that?
You better plug that shirt.
Listen, this is the platform that Rhino came on. We know how to plug on Sportswire.
Oh, yeah.
I'm only goofy. But,
damn shirt.
Yeah, we do, and it's a great shirt. By the way, thank you for segueing into that because I am going to put the plug up here shortly because actually it's on sale. So if you want to buy a TPW shirt, I actually would recommend you do it because it's only $17 with shipping. It comes out to like $22. So I mean, it's got a logo. It's got a nice little looking shirt. I own like at this point 1 million TPublic shirts, so I'm sure I'll get another one. And yep, Rocky's got it on already. He's already got it on. I mean, really, it's good you have that because one of my guests a month ago, who was the YBW champion, Dominic, didn't wear a shirt. He was like the champion, and we were kind of having a joke with this on TikTok. But it's good that you remembered to wear your own shirt, Rocky. That's really good news.
Today in the mail, and I was so excited to wear it today. I was like, I have to wear it on Sportswire.
Thank you.
I have to. This is such a great shirt, and I want to thank personally J-Rod he owns RPW. He made the logo.
Yes, J-Rod, we're gonna see J-Rod here probably in a little while. Good old J-Rod. Love J-Rod.
And it fits so well on a shirt, on any color. So some of my friends got the shirt as well, and expect an ad tomorrow.
Yeah. There you go. Well, check it out. I'm going to put the link up here. I'm going to put it up into the chat. So if people want to check that out, they can do that. So there you go. Take that off the screen. We'll go like this. Maybe we'll say hello to some of the chat because I want to get through a couple of announcements and things. So Zilla's in the house. Yes, hello to TPW. We respect and appreciate TPW. All wrestling matters. Yes, it does. How you doing, J-Rod? Hey, I know that logo on Rocky's shirt. There you go. Speaking of people, there's this guy, Chase Wakefield. Now, Chase Wakefield, he's going to be my, what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to go off the cuff. I mean, because Rhino came to Sportswire, so at this point, I can pretty much say anything I want freely. Chase Wakefield's coming here Friday night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. He's got this wedding. It's called the Chase Wakefield Wedding Invitational. Now, I know that you both are very successful promo wrestlers. You guys do a lot in this game, but this guy's doing a Chase Wakefield Wedding Invitation. It's supposed to be the biggest wrestling super show in history. It's in Pennsylvania. But what do you guys think about, I don't know, TPW and you two being a part of this? Maybe having a promo wrestling match in the Chase Wakefield Wedding Invitational. I mean, would that be possible? Would that be such a thing? I mean, am I going too far here? What do you both think?
I'm open to ideas. I like to work with everyone, and if there's a will on both ends, then there's a way.
So we think we should do it then. We think we should maybe, I don't know, find a way. I mean, Devin Adams is probably not too far from Chase Wakefield, and Lyra Limber's not too far away. I'm sure a bunch of your other talents aren't too far away, and maybe we should maybe have a promo wrestling match at a wedding invitation. It'd be a first. I mean.
Oh, yeah.
If you want to tell Mr. Wakefield personally, also being here Friday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern time, I would highly recommend to do that. I would also tell him on Instagram because I just put his Instagram page up. You could DM him, tell him I sent you, and that you want to see a promo wrestling match. I don't know. Throw it out there. Could be Zach Clark. Zach Clark's in Pennsylvania. Could be Devin Adams, Lyra Limber. I mean, it could be J-Rod, it could be Killshot, it could be Darius. I mean, it could be a slew of your favorites, and they all could be a part of this. I just, it could be KSK even. Could you imagine KSK traveling all the way to Pennsylvania?
That's a long shot, but we can try.
Better Killshot, long shot. That's really a long shot there, but we'll take that off the screen because Mr. Wakefield now is not going to come on the show. Well, we'll take this picture by his back. Somebody that you might be seeing soon, Mr. Nathaniel Rage. And what have you been thinking about his videos of late with the 2.5 feet of snow and the blood in the ground? You guys,
it's amazing. Beautiful work.
Yeah, I have to give all the props to Nathaniel Rage. By far, one of the most creative promo artists I see.
One of the most intriguing. He's been a guest here on Sportswire. You're going to see him soon, probably, and very, very creative individual. How you doing, Parker Teague? Parker. Yep. Hello to Lyra. Thank you. Yep. And J-Rod, we do that. J-Rod is here. Yes, he is. Devin Adams is in the house. The legendary Devin Adams, of course. The CPW. Devin Adams. PJ, what's good, little brother? Not much. J-Rod, what about you? Yeah, Devin Adams in the building. I knew that. I didn't even have to see. I know Devin Adams. He came on to Sportswire. Hello to Rage Productions. Hello to AJ. How you doing, AJ? Speaking of which, you know what? Let me do it here because, I'm going to cut into this. I do want to bring somebody onto the stage. Wait a minute. It is 1/3 of the Trios champs. He is here. AJ, my friend, so great to meet you. And congratulations.
Fancy shirt on.
What's up? Oh, by the way, you don't have a plug merch, but this is one of my plethora of AJ Storm shirts. This is the limited edition. Fuck your feelings. I would show you the back of it, but wait a minute.
Well, you should show the back.
I'm not naked.
You can do it. We're live. We're in prime time. Rhino came here. You can do it.
Prime time.
Let's see. Hurt Snowflake's feelings. Piss off management.
Well, Rocky's here. Are you trying to? Do you want to piss Rocky off? Do you want to piss Rocky off or no?
So, really funny thing about this, right?
Okay, let's go with it.
Really funny thing about this is IGPW was the very first Instagram promo company.
Yep.
And we signed that guy. Mm-hmm. My camera's backwards, but we signed Rocky.
Yeah.
And then Rocky came to us and said, "Hey, I want to start a company called TPW." Since then, IGPW shut down. TPW's been going strong.
I know IGPW. One of the men that run it was a well-known backyard wrestler, Chase Sullivan. Certainly, a lot of stuff out there. Yep.
My best friend.
Yes, I've interviewed Chase. I know him. We know very, very well here. Yep, I'm listening.
He is my best friend. Also, Lyra, I don't care what you say about your hardcore championship. Me and my 2 other tag team partners have the hardest titles to not only defend, but to obtain. And that is the trios. Okay.
I will so said anything about the hardcore champion being any harder to defend than the trios champ. So
what's really the most difficult title to keep and to obtain is the open weight gladiator championship, because it can all 3 brands, and each title match will always be a triple threat. A competitor from each brand.
So as everybody knows, I am the hostess with the mostest on IG with the Foundational Awards.
Yes. Well, I think. I know where you're going with this, and I know exactly where you're going with this, and this is also important. Hang out with us. There are going to be some surprises here over the next, 45 minutes to an hour or so. But there was an announcement, and I'm going to put it up here on the screen because that's what we do here. We're in prime time, and what better way to do it? So I'm going to put it up here right now because for those that are listening and watching here on Sportswire Radio, certainly in the platform that you and everybody else helped build here, yours truly is now in the Foundational Hall of Fame. So there you have it. I'm in the Foundational Hall of Fame. Thank you to everybody here. Thank you to certainly AJ, and thank you to everybody that made this happen. I don't know why I'm in any Hall of Fame, but you should have put Rhino in the Hall of Fame instead. But he would have said Gore. But I'm only kidding, but I'm very honored and very honored to have TPW coverage and all you great promo wrestlers. And it's a tremendous honor, and I'm very happy to accept it. I'll accept, of course, and or else you guys and gals will all cut like 20 promos on me, and we don't want that. But no, I'm only kidding. But thank you so much. I'm really honored, and I had no idea, so I really appreciate very much that we could do that here on Sportswire Radio. I think it's a great time to do it after the last few days. It's a celebration of wrestling. All wrestling matters, and thank you very much for this.
Tom.
So, as I sent you the DM for it, you have helped tremendously put what not only myself but Rocky, what Chance or Chase,
Yeah,
with RP.
that's his real name.
Well, I've known him long enough, so
Yeah, you could
sorry,
get away.
Chance. Don't mean to dox you, but I love you, buddy. What J-Rod, what Be Smooth have all done, you've helped amplify our community as a part of the wrestling realm, whether it's the physical or the promo aspect of it. And I really, really appreciate everything that you do for our community. So
No, I think it's important.
felt
I think that it is important. I think you guys are definitely in that realm. I think that you can't recognize wrestling without a promo. I think that if you see managers out there in the ring, that they cut promos for their talent, their clients, as Heyman would say. And I think that promo wrestling is a very important tool. And I have interviewed, I don't know, 500 plus wrestlers or more, and a lot of them, not everyone can cut the greatest promo. So what you all do, I think, is certainly deserves to be recognized.
well,
Shout out.
we all appreciate you.
Yes.
Okay, I want to shout out BWP.
Tell me what.
Ran by Trex. And
Oh, yes, I know Trex. Yes.
I am the BWP World Heavyweight Champion, and I just want to say a perfect thank you to Trex for allowing me to be in his company and allowing everyone else to be in his company. And it's such a cool idea. 17 weeks of nonstop action, and they have an off season. And I just really love BWP, and I love RPW as well. Wanted to give out some love to those other companies along with CPF as well.
Yes, because I know a lot. Most of you work in these different places, and I think it's important. I agree with you on that. Thank you for doing that. I think we're going to be doing with some more people. Let's run with the chat. Hang out with us. Zilla obeys Nathaniel Rage. Okay, I'm not sure why, but thank you. AJ responded, and I responded back. What's up, Zilla? Yep. Hi to CPW. Hi, LPW. Wesley's here. How you doing, Wesley? And if you are here for the first time, hit the sub button for me. I'm at Sportswire Radio 6579, and I just interviewed some guy, Rhino, who's the War Machine and the Man Beast. And apparently, a lot of you liked the interview. I'm getting people that said they really enjoyed it, and they want to see more of it. You're going to get an announcement in a little while of another major wrestler coming on here. So if you like what you see, and there it is. There's me and Rhino, and with some of the other people that have been on here. And I hope you support all these great talents. There I am with the War Machine. Seem to like me, but I like you even more. Everybody else here in the chat. So let's take this off the screen. 1/4 of the weapons of chaos. There you go.
There's the next big thing of 2024 as the foundational awards deemed. Or well, I guess that would be me that deemed it.
Yes, much love. Yes, we love the promo community. I really feel like I should do more for you everyone, but I'm gonna keep you guys in the rotation. I promise you. Let me get to some more people. We have another surprise here. You actually better obey this. Maybe not. But wait a minute. It's the devil. Wait a minute. No. This is a celebration, and the devil Nathaniel Rage is here. And Nathaniel Rage, you're alive.
Hey.
You're alive.
Hi.
Question.
Yes.
Can I hit my vape on screen, or am I gonna have to step out of screen?
You can do vape. You're good. You can do vape. You can do it.
Thank you.
I had Tarzan Duran on here. Basically smoked like God knows how many things. So go for it.
Well, there ain't nobody else on this screen that I've had an almost 10-year battle with, and the guy that's sitting next to me.
Absolutely.
Nathaniel Ray. Good evening.
Yeah.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Good evening.
How you feeling? What's on your mind right now? What brings you here tonight?
Well, we're celebrating TPW.
That's true. I mean, that's a good point. I that's a great point. I'm glad you are celebrating them. Anything you want to say to the people? Anything you'd like to address or announce, or just I don't know, reintroduce yourself maybe.
For the people that don't know me, let me rephrase that. The mortals that don't know me, I am the devil, Nathaniel fucking Rage.
Oh.
The most devastating individual in this game today. AJ, you ain't got room to talk. We have a rivalry going way, way back. And we can run it back if you want.
Well, we're live.
So much our platform is one.
However, we're here to celebrate TPW.
Well,
And you
Mr.
can't have a
Rage,
celebration without the devil, of course.
That may be so. If you want to follow the devil, no technical difficulty. You hit a sub button for him on YouTube. He's now moving up the ranks. He's 130 subs. What was he at? 40 subs when he first started coming in the chat. So he's
98.
Now it was 98. Thank you for reminding me. 98 to 130. So he's moving, and go hit more subs for him. We appreciate that. Let's get people in the chat because people want to talk. We'll talk more about Sunday show in a minute. Dub, Sloth Jam is another one of the guys we got to get on here. Sloth Jam is definitely he's moving up the ranks as well. So there he is in the house. I mean, let me get the promo up.
We love Slow Jam.
We love him. Absolutely. We love him. He's our Intercontinental Champion. And we got a big match coming up with Samuel Marshall. We got a big showdown coming up there with that. Big showdown. There you have that there. I mean, really can't wait to see what happens. Smells like money. Great. It is money. There you have it. Yep, Limber.
I'm banking on that.
Limber. Although Nathaniel Rage, you're doing a lot of timbers in Appalachia, West Virginia right now. So you need those trees for warmth.
Absolutely. We got like 2 feet of snow if y'all cannot see behind me.
Wait, so you're telling me last time I saw you in the chat, it was 2 feet of snow. You got 2 more feet of snow since you last spoke?
About 2.5. Yeah.
Well, I hope you're dressed appropriately. There you go. What's up? What's up, everybody? I don't know. Great question. The real one, yeah, well, Rhino did, so that's all we need to do. Yes, we all like the introduction. What else we got here? Hi, Zilla. It's true. Yes, the community definitely matters. And Rhino will gore you. Yeah, he would probably do that. Abraham Storm is in the house. How you doing, Abraham? Great to see Abraham. He's in the house. This is amazing. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I think somebody's commenting on their own post. We're going to just say no comment. Lyra.
What's up? What's up?
Say hello to yourself.
Yeah. Hi. You
know what? I hadn't thought of that. It's almost like an AI version. Yes, congratulations to TPW. There are a lot of comments here tonight. StreamYard sometimes does different things. StreamYard does some different things here. We plugged Ed. Ed's an important man. We're going to see more of Ed, and I think Sportzwire we're going to get down. Nathaniel Raid. Nathaniel, do you want to say hello to yourself? Do you want to challenge yourself to a promo match?
I mean, technically, my vessel's been talking a lot of smack. So, I mean, it can happen, and we can have Nathan versus Nathaniel Rage, the devil.
Well, you know what? I tell you what, Nathaniel, I'm going to give you half a loaf of bread. You know why I'm going to give you half a loaf of bread? Because there was this guy, Mr. Brightside, came in with a house of rage, figuratively and literally. He's nowhere to be found these days. Maybe you ran him out of town. Maybe there can only be one devil.
Well, we had a match. He just, I guess, ran scared away from the devil.
So he forfeited.
I assume so.
Well, all right. Well, you know what? I'm going to get to my next surprise because we have more surprises here. We got the owner of RP Dub. J-Rod has arrived. J-Rod, how you doing, my friend? Nice to meet you. Happy New Year.
promo wrestling celebration.
Why not? I mean, you know what? Everybody else is celebrating. Why not? I think I would have had you guys on New Year's Eve, but it was just too many people. Good to see you.
Phil wanted me to show off the title, so here it is.
Ooh. We'll get more comments. Much love. Thank you very much. Okay, appreciate that. I'm challenging. I'm a challenge punk. So, Lyra, Devin wants a match with you.
Yeah. All right. Devin wants a match. You know what? If we can make it happen, we'll make it happen. I think promo battles for him in the dojo. We can make it happen.
Limber versus Adams.
We already had Limber's first time.
I know that. I heard, Lyra, you addressed that already. Your most recent promo. You addressed Devin.
Yeah, I addressed Devin Adams. I addressed him with respect because honestly, like, he really called me out, like, not communicating about going to himself, and I tried my hardest to not do that for Zach Clark, and he just wanted to make it even harder.
Well, you know what? We'll have to figure it out. Yes, go check out Dooley. If you want a challenge, we'll do it. Yes, Dooley is going to change the game. Stay tuned. Ed's liking it. We got a big turnout tonight. So Ed likes the turnout.
All right, you know what? Since
What's that?
all right, everyone's plugging some merch. This is a t-shirt from my homie, independent wrestler Mortar from Chaotic Wrestling. It is music, and he's currently training me. It's very great under him. He was the longest reigning New England champion at Chaotic Wrestling for 470 days. So yeah, shout outs to Mortar.
Well, is there you want to? If you DM me a link to merchandise, I'll put a link. So if you have a link, I'll put it up. Let me know if you have it. I'll do that.
I only sell merch in person, but I would say.
Okay. All right. Well, you know what? If you want to get a shirt, DM Lyra and get your own Lyra shirt. And I'm telling you, you want to get it. Ed needs access. Yeah, we all need access. Fill that baby. Yeah, we're good. Oh, hey, I tell you what. You got the heavy hitters here. These are the Ed, you got the professionals here. These are the professional promo wrestling artists. So if you want to build that brand like we've talked about, I got them. I got them for you. Got them. Evening Mortals. There you go. Nathaniel Rage responding to himself. RPW loves Rocky. We love RPW.
I love RPW.
Let CPW know that Adams versus Limber match could be in the card down the future.
We just having a lot of fun tonight, folks.
You know what? Why not? What else is to do? Most of the country's snowed in. There's Saturday night. What are you going to do?
You know, sorry, Lyra, I had to outshine you a little bit. Not only am I the decorated Trios champion, I'm also the Forged in Fire RPW champion. Sorry, not sorry.
I'm also the champion.
I'm just... It's the ego, man. All ego.
All ego.
All right, here we go. Let's get to some more comments. Yes, Jay Sullivan. Yep, we know Jay Sullivan. Real men smoke on the streets. Ed liked it. So if Ed liked it, then we all can like it. Speaking of people, here, the evil angel Judas. Promo wrestling. Hope all is well. I'm having a hard time. Somebody's got some noise in the background. Let me mute everybody and see who it is. Let's go. Let me mute everybody. If it's you, well, let me see. I'm going to mute everybody and then see who my issue is. All right, so let's going to take one.
Hello.
Two. Yeah, I had to mute everybody because I'm having a noise issue. Let's see here. Let's see. Talk to the mic, Ron. Say hello to the world.
Hi.
All right, sounds better. Is it Lyra here? Lyra's unmuted. Lyra, see, how you doing, Lyra?
It was me. It was.
What is you?
Now it was.
Yeah, you're having a lot of problems right now. I have to mute you. You have to fix it. I'm having a hard time. You're like, there's too much noise. Let's see here. Joe Wolfgang. Dot. Do we know Joe Wolfgang?
Yeah, that's the standard a minute.
Oh, well, there you go. Okay, well, we'll come back.
Good friend of mine.
If you want to follow Nathaniel, you can do that right here at House of Rage Productions. We'll definitely give a sub to it. All right, thank you for that. Okay. We'll see who else we have. A lot of people here want to talk. Let's see who we have. Ed feels a challenge coming on. Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
The
We'll start-
cancer will more than be happy to accept that challenge. Just saying.
Well, Ed's looking for people to challenge on his website. That's what he's looking for, which he may get. Hello to Judith. We love, like, and respect Judith. Speaking of people that always make challenge, the last shot, kill shots here. Well, everyone say anything to that?
Hi, kill shot.
Kill shot.
Oh,
Kill shot. Fix
There
your
you go.
mic.
there you go. Yes, thank you. And thank you, Swag Cam. We're going to get Swag Cam on you. I would wreck all of you, Dem. Oh, okay. I know this is now. I definitely know. Speaking of more comments here. Hey, Punk, show them what you are. Show us that hardcore championship. Yeah, well, we got it. We got it.
You're welcome.
Okay, well, let me come back to some more comments. Speaking of people here that like to say it's Hall Monitor approved, that is the Hall Monitor of the Sportzwire Radio Hall of Fame, Mr. Justin Parsley. He says TPW is Hall Monitor approved. It's also the PWF champion. So Mr. Parsley, who is Ed Sanders approved, just saying that we're Hall Monitor approved. Okay, well, thank you for that. People are waiting. You know, I got some really bad audio issues, and I have to like who is the audio problem for? Let's see. Somebody's got like too much noise in the background. You know what I have to do? I'm gonna mute everybody, and then I'm gonna go one by one to bring everybody on. I gotta mute everybody. Yeah, I gotta mute everybody. Unfortunately, it's like almost Cracker Jacks here. Let's see here. Hello to John Malley. Yes, hiya, John. We got here the Razor Edge. Good to see you. I will take everybody off the thing here. The second half of the Weapons are Chaos. WCE, hello to TPW, not that company. We don't say hello to them, but we say hello to TPW. Ox McCoy, of course, who's bound in blood, reigns in blood. Travis Black. Oh, Travis Black is here. Travis Black. The Baba Yaga lurks in the chat. Yep. Is Kyle Shelby's mic off? Well, now it is because I had to mute everybody. We're going to bring everybody back on. I just have to do it one by one. I am here to promote Travis Black and the Revolution, the new generation. Dez is here on deck. Well, if you all are on deck here, you're all here for the first time, do me a favor, hit the sub button for Sportswire Radio. But let me go to one. I want to take people off one by one. Let me go to J-Rod first because I want to really talk to J-Rod. J-Rod, unmute your mic. I want to talk to you. So finally, good to meet you here on Sportswire. Tell us what's going on here in RPW.
Man, just it's good to finally be within the next season of RPW. We just hit our 5th season.
Congratulations.
There's going to be quite a few changes. Like our current RPW Doomsday champion just retired and vacated the championship. So last night I issued that a 16-man tournament started.
I have it right here. Yeah, let me put the poster up.
This coming Friday will be the first round matches. Nope.
I'm excited about this. I mean, really, some really nice stuff. We got some huge matches coming up here. I mean, you look at some of Travis Block, who's in the chat, Beast Move I've had on here, the legendary Bill Morgan. I mean, some really great names here. Jesse Morgan, John Morgan. I mean, some great names, and I'm excited about this.
It's not that one. It's the that was this past week's card. That one right there.
Right here?
No, at the top.
Oh, okay. Okay. Here we go here. So we got Killshot, Zach, and again, somebody's got to turn their mic off. If you have mics on, does somebody have a mic on? No. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to go with it here. Killshot, Zach Sanity, John Saberwolf, Harry Quinn. You got first round Nathaniel Rage. Nathaniel Rage. There you go. What do you want to say about what's ahead here?
Stay tuned, or I'm gonna make Viceroy look like he's been put through a meat right.
Well, thank you for letting us know. Matt Tyson, a man I always see on TikTok. Well, what's left of TikTok? Matt Tyson, Ace Atlas. Elliot Creed. I know Elliot Creed very well in COD. We got Bojack and where's Rocky? Rocky, Texas Red, Bojack Grizz. What can we expect here? Oh, Rocky's muted. There we go. There we go, Rocky.
Hi.
Hi. I know.
I am going to make a statement in our match. You want to call yourself the standard Bojack Grizz? Okay. I'm going to show you how the standard really is in RPW from our match. I want that Doomsday Championship. I'm already the storytelling champion. It's mine.
Well, it could be. I mean, another reason why you want to watch and follow RPW. I'm going to put the RPW link up here in a minute. Kim Christian and PJ Cool, another match that a lot of people are going to be paying attention to. Michael Scar and AJ, talk to me about what we can expect here coming up with Michael Scars.
My very first opponent ever in a promo battle was Michael Scars. Almost 8 years ago. He didn't beat me then. He sure as hell is not going to beat me now. Not a chance. But that's the only championship I need to become the Ultimate Grand Slam champion in RPW. So, that's all you need to know.
Well, that's the reason why you need to know to go out and follow RPW. Okay, who else? Let's see. Be Smooth and Killamaro. Again, names we've spoke a lot about here on Sportswire. Very excited about this here from Portland, Oregon. Portland, Oregon is a very interesting place to be. Jesse Morgan and Travis Black and the Death Titan, Raphael Fireblade, the Dark Crow, and Samson the Berserker. I mean, let me bring in here J-Rod because I want to talk to J-Rod about this. J-Rod, what a card you got here. I mean, J-Rod, congratulations on getting such a great show here coming up. I mean, this is really exciting.
Oh yeah, indeed. Like, and as you see, like with the new year, RPW debuted a brand new logo for Renegade, debuted an all new logo for RPW, and just basically with that new logo, it's just our way to going into the 5th season and basically just showing because last year we had a tremendous year for storylines. We had 3 great storylines, and that's what I plan on doing. I plan on for this year. I plan on making the storylines better than they were last year, and they were pretty top tier last year, and it's all because of the tremendous, wonderful, talented people that put in so much work each and every week to make not just RPW, but TPW and OPW, CPF, BWP, and the former Doomsday Champion. He's getting ready to form his own promotion known as the MPWA.
Yes,
and just all of these companies, and I look back at where the promo community was back whenever it really first started getting its peak, and that was COVID. And where it's at now, it's just all of these people put in so much work, and it's just amazing where we're at now. Now we're here. We're here a part of the All Wrestling Matters movement with Sportswire. It's great. It's been a hell of a ride.
Well, you know what? I love what you guys all do, and I'm going to give you guys as much time as I can each month. And you guys are definitely a part of All Wrestling Matters, and you can't have All Wrestling Matters without promo wrestling because of the importance. I always say that if you can't promote yourself, no one else will. You have to be your own salesman. You guys are all great salesmen. I agree with Ed. Congrats on 5 years. I got to mute everybody because I'm having a hard time still. Travis Black will win that tournament. I'm going to get that title back I never lost. Travis Black is really making some waves here tonight, and I think he's going to make a lot of waves here coming up at RPW's page, so please support RPW. I would really encourage you to support all the great companies here, all the great people, and my name is the Reverend Tom Bryce, and I want to say hello to Dez. How you doing, Dez? Good to see you, my friend, and let me take this off the screen and bring you all back on here, and let me make the announcement here because I got a bunch of announcements I got to make. Monday night, we're here 9 o'clock Eastern time with World War Stud Bronson. World War Stud Bronson of Thunder Mountain Wrestling. Get this, is wrestling WWE legend Savio Vega. He's putting his championship on the line. He is here January 25th in the ring in Arizona against Savio Vega, and he's right here on Sportswire Radio, 9 o'clock. Not only is he right here on Sportswire Radio coming up Monday night, he's going into the Sportswire Radio Hall of Fame. So Stud Bronson, a man that's been coming on here many times. The last time he was here, I think there was like 27 people on the live stream on YouTube. He's got a huge following, and he's wrestling Savio Vega, which he announced here on this platform. He did that 2 months ago. Well, guess what? Now he's coming back to Sportswire Radio. We're getting him here just days before, I think, one of the premier matches right now in the entire Midwest, Southwest, Northwest, all across America. As a matter of fact, Thunder Mountain Wrestling main event, Savio Vega, WWE legend. Some people think he should be in the Hall of Fame. Obviously, he was a part of the Los Barriquillas, and he was obviously a guy that once in a while was friends with some guy, Razor Ramon, on screen. He was Quang, a lot of different characters. But the only character Savio Vega is going to be dealing with is Stud Bronson, World War Stud Bronson. That match is going to take place 2 weeks from today. But Stud Bronson is here Monday night in prime time on the brightest lights, the biggest stage, the platform that Rhino and TPW certainly helped build here. Sportswire Radio, 9 o'clock Eastern time. We have certainly got a lot to talk about there. Lyra, I'm going to bring you on here. What would you like to say, Lyra?
Okay, one thing that did get a little bit pissed me off. Just
Yes.
throw it there.
Yes.
It's pronounced Los Boricuas, man.
You know what? It's my New York style of butcher name.
Man, like I'm the Puerto Rican punk. You're literally butchering the word for Puerto Rican.
Well, I butcher a lot of names, and I'm not a butcher. So obviously, it's no disrespect intended. But I'll let Stud Bronson perform and pronunciate those names on Monday's show. I'm sure he's got all the names pronunciated. But thank you for. I'll try my best to pronunciate that. But the good news is Stud Bronson will have that problem on Monday's show. But thank you very much for that.
Of course.
Promo wrestling has been in my heart for over 6 years. It's glad to see y'all making moves as someone trying to get back in the ring. Promoting definitely is my family. Lyra, I want to keep you on the screen actually for a minute. I have you here, and I want to talk to you about your own training. And you kind of referenced it a little while ago. And talk about how promo wrestling is helping in your wrestling career.
Yeah, so one thing I did want to bring up, the training center that I train at, Nepwa, they don't really have a promo class there. But we have promo classes here and there. But
so why don't they have a promo class? Isn't promo, we all agree, is a part of, obviously, wrestling. It's a way of promoting yourself in your match. So why don't they have a promo class? I'm just curious on that.
I'm honestly stumped about it as well. They kind of leave coming up with your character and what you're going to say to you, how you present yourself, how you announce yourself to the world. And that's kind of the big advantage I have over everyone else in chaotic wrestling when I do officially make my debut, is that I'm going to be one that can actually talk. But yeah, that's something I wanted to bring up. And coming into Texas Promo Wrestling was initially just a way for me to become better at promos, to become better at talking on the mic. And it's certainly been a massive help. And once I make my debut at Chaotic Wrestling, there's no one who's going to be able to touch me. So thank you, Rocky.
I actually have a question. Let me ask you a follow-up, and I'll let everybody have a chance to say a few things in a minute. But do wrestlers or prospective wrestlers that are training where you are, do they ask you advice on promos? I'm sure, knowing that you're a promo wrestler. Maybe, as crazy as this sounds, promo wrestlers might be looked at or looked upon better than backyard wrestlers, even though everybody knows I feel I'm a big backyard wrestling guy. But maybe as a promo wrestler, you might be looked at maybe a little bit better. And maybe, do you get asked advice on promos? Because I'm sure people who you're training with know that you're this renowned promo wrestler.
So Most of them really don't. Most of them,
Okay.
but I've been told a lot by a lot of the different wrestlers who are already debuted, are already making moves on the roster. Some champions, even by former WWE superstar Dijak, I've been told that
Yes.
knows how to talk, and that's something that they admire about me. So, really, my training is really just to make sure I'm perfect for the ring, and once they throw me out there, I'm basically going to be the whole package, and that's something I'm really excited about.
How excited are you going to be to get in the ring? What's that going to mean to you the first time you step foot out there?
So, going into the ring, finally getting in there, I feel is definitely going to be a momentous occasion for me. This is something that I've been working at for roughly 7 months.
Mm-hmm.
And once it does happen, I know it's going to be great because one big thing about NEPLA is that they really are not going to send you out there until you are absolutely ready. Like, I've known wrestlers who've been at NEPLA who didn't make their debut for 6 years. So I know they're going to take very good care of me. And I know they're going to push me in a very good direction. And especially being able to talk on the mic is going to be a very big advantage in that sense. So yeah, being able to debut and do it on the stage of what I consider to be the best independent professional wrestling you know promotion in Massachusetts and just in the greater Northeast territory, to be able to make my debut there where so many other legends have debuted: Killer Kowalski, Triple H,
Yeah.
Dijak, Mello Hayes, all these guys being able to be.
Ciampa, right? Tommaso Ciampa as well, right?
Yep, Champa. Yeah, Champa was just recently at NEPLA, as a matter of fact. Yeah.
That's a really interesting thing, and another follow up because obviously we know Devin Adams and Zach Clark are in their journeys as well. Do you all three swap stories or talk about anything in terms of where you all three are going? Has that ever come up in conversations, almost to break the fourth wall in a sense?
So I have talked with Devin a lot about wanting to do something with CPW and wanting to go down there and get to wrestle with him. And um between us all, I'm I'm not gonna say I'm the only one getting legitimate training, but that's kind of where it is. I know Zach Clark has started,
No, Zach definitely does because D Savage, who I mentioned, sees Zach Clark in the Pennsylvania wrestling circuit. So Zach is definitely getting training. I vouch. Somebody else just vouched it for me.
No, all right, yeah. Zach Clark getting training, Devin doing backyard again training, me doing training with, as I mentioned before, the top rated professional wrestling school in America. It's definitely something that we've all talked about, wanting to have matches with each other, and I'm excited to see what that future holds. But we don't quite talk about our journeys nearly as much as we
Sure.
do dream matches, basically how we'd go about it.
All right. That's a very fair point. Let me get AJ Storm in here because I want to get AJ in here. I want to mute you. I want to I'm going to unmute AJ and AJ. I mean, you're here formally, and it's nice to meet you. And I know we've tried to get this done a few times, but so tell the world what's your goals here coming up in 2025. What would you like to do in the promo wrestling world here coming up?
Well, so I'm going to continue to be doing the foundational awards. I'm going to continue to be putting on amazing stories. So the three gentlemen that are down here, J-Rod, the Devil, and myself, we're all from Appalachia.
Wow, what a small world. You all three are from West Virginia. Now, do you all run into it?
That is the incorrect page.
Oh, okay, wrong. I'll take it off the screen. I'll take it off. Okay.
_banished_legend.
Yeah, you know what? I do have it because you messaged me from there, but I just took the personal page. But okay, I'll pull that up. While you do that, I mean, do you all three run into each other?
No, because
no. Why not?
J-Rod, well, see, I'm on the other. Yep, that's it. I'm on the other side of Appalachia, so I would say I'm the east side of Appalachia. J-Rod and the Devil are on the west side of Appalachia, but 85 miles is all it takes for me to run into the Devil.
Well, why not run into the Devil at the least? Why not run into Nathaniel?
I'm I'm a very busy man, and when the opportune time comes, then it'll happen. I've been friends with the devil for quite a while.
Well, 10 years. The devil brought up 10 years, and I mean that's almost 10. And I mean, he was always the devil, but yet you were still friends with him.
Well, I'm not afraid of false prophets, but
He
I'm
said
nor
on
here nor there.
Sportswire last month, the devil said that the devil could be a good guy sometimes. Oh, somebody read my mind.
Well, we're making plans for. See, J-Rod and we've been friends for just as long.
I'm getting a J-Rod next.
So that's a good thing, and I have a little announcement that I'd like to let all my promo buddies know.
I would love to hear it.
For those that don't know, back in 2019, I broke my back.
I'm sorry.
Being a backyard again, I broke my back. And August 2025, I will be able to start being a backyard again because in July of 2025, I'm having back surgery to fix the problems that I'm having.
Whoa.
And you guys can see the cancer step back in a 16x16, a 20x20, whichever you prefer.
Oh my God. Oh my God. AJ Storm is going to be back, figuratively and literally. He's coming back after 6 years. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Oh my goodness. You know what? J-Rod, I'm going to you next. J-Rod, I see you there. And boy, J-Rod, I saw you. And you had a lot, I think, you want to say about this one.
I was gonna go off what AJ said about where he's getting ready, wanting to get back in the ring, and see, like, me and my buddies, we did our own little wrestling show from 2008 to 2018, but I haven't been in the ring since, and I'm trying to get back in the ring. I just, here in Kentucky, it has been quite difficult, and I don't see how, knowing the hobby that I'm in, to find a good promotion to join and get my wrestling career back up and on the road.
Well, you know, speaking of that, interesting, because I do have somebody here, which I'm going to mute you for a minute because I got to hear. I do have somebody here that actually does have a wrestling promotion that if you want to check them out, actually, that they might actually be able to find you in the right place. They're actually not too far from where Lyra Limber is, and that company is none other than NEW, Underground Wrestling, and they have a little thing here coming up called the Riot in the Ring. It's going to take place here in the end of June. And they have a company that if you want to find a home and you're willing to travel, this individual, Jake Dvorak, who's coming on here 2 weeks from this Monday, is a man that certainly takes care of his family, doesn't care much for friends. And I watched him today in a wrestling match that he had with this guy, Zero, and they literally wrestled until, well, they had Zero. And, well, let's just say that this man's coming to Sportswire Radio, and he's coming back. And if you want to see him, definitely see him here this Monday. And you want to show up to his company, do that as well. So check out Mr. Dvorak, or else he will do some things that if you watched his match with Zero earlier today, I can assure you that just tune in and find out. But yeah, that's a company you might want to tune into. I'm going to take this off the screen. AJ, I'm going to bring the floor to you. Yes, AJ, I'm going to unmute you. Go ahead, AJ. Let me unmute you. There you go. You were unmuted. Let me unmute you.
There we go. I just want to give a personal little shout out to two specific individuals. Specifically.
Absolutely.
Love that. Which you know very well because they've been on Sportswire.
Who hasn't been on Sportswire?
Well, that is my friend Anthony Steele, good friend of mine.
Oh, really? I don't think I know. I never met Anthony Steele after 2 years. Don't think I know
him. 1/3 of Fuck Around and Find Out, one of the best trios to ever. But that's nowhere here nor there. And Chance.
Yes, Chase. Yes, I know Chase very well. Yes.
they have been absolutely so supportive and helpful with my decisions that I've made and the decisions that I'm going to make. And you will see Dirty South, which, if you don't know, is myself and Chance
I know it.
back in action rather sooner than later. But once again, thank you guys. I appreciate it.
Listen, plugs are definitely welcomed here. Let me go to Rocky here. Boy, Rocky, I mean, your night, supposed to be your celebration, and everybody's plugging, and you want to say anything, Rocky? I mean, been quiet, Rocky. I'm letting you speak now.
I'm just giving the floor to everybody else. They have, I've been on here many times, and some of it's, with these other people, it's their first time. I'm giving the floor to them.
And, Rocky, what a gentleman you are. I thought you were a promo wrestler. You want to cut promos? It's a joke. It's a joke.
I saw a comment, Dustin, what kind of advice could we offer somebody to help improve their mic skills / promo?
It's a great question, actually.
You got to have confidence in yourself and in your character. If you don't have confidence in either one of those, no one's going to believe you. No one's going to believe your character. No one's going to believe your story. And when you deliver promos, it has to be very fluent. And doing this promo stuff, it's really fun because we can't perform in the ring. We can't fight each other in real life. So we can't back up what we say, obviously on the mic. But since we strictly focus just on promos, it makes it 10 times more harder to even win a match when it comes to being a promo artist, and only a promo artist, because you really got to focus on what you're going to say to your competitor or competitors. And winning a championship in TPW is one of the most hardest things you can do, because I hold everyone to a certain standard. And I expect everybody to live up to that standard. And if you don't, your career in TPW won't go as planned. I want people who are strictly focused and on proving their skills and presenting an image that I want for TPW. And that is, hey, you come to TPW, you're going to be great. And I'm going to make sure I prepare you to make sure that you're great on the mic in the ring. So when you're in front of thousands of people or a gym full of hundreds of people, you're going to have that confidence that you did in TPW, and you're going to shock everybody. You're going to show everyone that you're the next big thing. And I'm just really happy that so many people have come to me and told me that I've helped them with their confidence, their shyness, their mic skills, the way they perform in the ring when they're talking on the mic. And it makes me happy to hear that.
Love it. I tell you what, Rocky, I mean, I should definitely go to you to get some confidence, and maybe you should take over Sportzwire. Maybe it's time to retire. I'll pass the baton to you. You guys can just take over. It'll be promo nights on Sportzwire every night. I'm ready to retire. Rocky, you're the man that I can pass the baton to. That's for sure. There is a guest that wants to come on here, but I will definitely say that when we're off the air, I'm gonna keep you guys on. There's something I can't share it, but I'm gonna do it off the air. But there is a special guest that does want to come on here. Her name is Zilla. You guys heard of Zilla before?
Oh yes, Zilla. Big support of TPW.
Now, would everybody want to see Zilla back on Sportswire? But Zilla still has trouble connecting to her device again. So, Zilla, if you're, I know Mr. Parsley has an interesting relationship with Zilla, as does Mr. Dvorak. But Zilla is here. Zilla's having trouble connecting. Zilla, if you are here, you need to allow your mic and your camera to accept you being on your phone on StreamYard. So that's the advice I could give you. So if there's anybody here in the chat that wants to help Zilla, let us know. But it's very simple on that. In the meantime, Appalachia represent Asheville, North Carolina. Beautiful Asheville, North Carolina. One of my guests from Thursday is in North Carolina, Nikki Chooch. Instagram, promo wrestling makes true characters. I'm agreeing. I'll talk matches and show you a match I have on YouTube. Yeah, I'll definitely bring you on. I'll tell you what I'm going to do, though. I'm going to do once, I think at least once a month. I'm going to get you promo wrestlers on. We'll figure a date and a time, maybe a Saturday night. and we'll bring you all on like this because people seem to like this. I got a lot of people here watching this, and people like it. It's organic, it's fun, and I'll talk to you all about this individual and why he's important. But Zilla is having a hard time connecting. Zilla, you have to on your phone allow for your mic and camera to accept. So that's what you have to do here. So let me let that. Well, let me bring Nathaniel Rage back on here. Nathaniel, I'm turning your mic on. Nathaniel,
Yes.
you want to say something to the audience? You want to say anything?
Yeah. So I'm going to explain this. I've done this for 10 years. I have been in the ring. I've been out of the ring. As some of y'all know, and as of you know, Tom,
Yes.
I just got into the ring.
Yes.
And being away with an injury, I know that feeling, AJ. And now to know that you're back, it makes me 10 times more happy to know that I could get you in a ring and we can actually get this rivalry to actually happen. But if you want to be a professional wrestler, someone a long time ago told me you have got to have the willingness to do it. You've got to be able to do what you can do. Because, yeah, I've heard it 1,000 times. There is stuff that people cannot do that I can do. And I can wipe the floor with somebody anytime. But editing doesn't make you a great wrestler. Editing doesn't make you a great promo artist. It's what you can say and make the audience believe it.
No, it's a great point. I mean, I think believability is always an important thing. Anything in life. Let me unmute. J-Rod, I see you chomping at the bit. Let's bring you on.
Oh yeah. You last time that you unmuted me, you was asking me something. What was it?
Yes. Go ahead.
No, last time you unmuted, you was going to ask me something about.
So I was going to ask you basically, so what's the future here in RPW? Obviously, we've got this really cool tournament I'm very excited about. We've got a number of different things here. You know, AJ's talking about going back to the ring, and you got the floor.
Something else that I was going to add this year. It's going to be the first time. I've been wanting to do it for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Do it for a while, and this will be the first time I'm going to do it. For everybody on the roster, everyone on the roster will be involved in it, and where everybody in the roster is involved in it, what it is, it's going to be like, you know, with TNA, they had the Bouncing Boys series, right?
Yes. Yes.
It's going to be like that, but within the community, and each win will gain you points, a certain amount of points, and I'm thinking I'm going to do it every 3 months, and by the end of that 3 months, whoever has the highest score, but every so little bit, we will have people eliminated from that series, and by the end of it, there will be one final match, 3 or 4 top scores. I'll have them face off against each other, and then whoever emerges victorious from that will then be able to go for a championship, probably the world championship. But I may every once in a while switch it up for that 3 months. It be for a different championship, but majority probably be for the world heavyweight championship.
That's really fascinating. I haven't heard something like that before. That's really clever.
You see, I was a really big like late 2000s. I absolutely loved late 2000s TNA.
Oh, TNA in 2007, 8, 9. It was right there, and then they signed Hogan, and then. Am I saying anything wrong in the chat? I'm not disrespecting Hogan. Once Hogan and Bischoff came in.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
I mean, seriously, they were right there. They didn't need to bring them in. I mean, I know they Bully Ray, they aced it. It got better, but the momentum was lost. They were right. They had the perfect mix, and then they went to Monday night, and it was like, whoop, they never got the momentum.
And like that's another thing too. When it comes to that time in TNA, with Hogan and Bischoff and Flair, that what they was doing was good, but at the same time, they was trying to give that old 80s nostalgia feel, and people didn't want to see that. They wanted to see the newer guys, like what we're getting now, man. And I'll be honest with you, Raw on Netflix, their debut, they let Hogan know.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about it the other day. I mean, I think Hogan definitely got the boo birds, and I don't think it's politics. I think it's just some of the things he said, different things. I think also this generation doesn't really know much of Hogan, and I think those are things that are important. You want to say something, Rocky?
The only thing positive I can say is fire theme.
What's that?
Hogan has a fire theme song. I like the Real American.
What you talk about the TNA song, the Rock House thing?
I am the Real American. I love that song. I love that song.
What about the, but you don't like, what's the matter? You don't like the TNA one? You didn't like the TNA one?
It's good. I love the Real American.
You know that they stole that off it was an old WCW video game from PlayStation because they couldn't get the copyrights to the NWO. It was basically it was a Rock House version of that from was it WC? I'm trying to think of what game it was, but it wasn't Revenge. Might have been World Tour. It was one of those like goofy WCW games. They borrowed it. They borrowed the Hogan TNA one. So, but you didn't like that one, but you like Real American. What about the WCW one? He's American, man. Bam, 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 bam.
I think my favorite theme song would have to be I get Stone Cold's classic, just the glass breaking.
It's funny. When I was playing guitar, that was what I played. It's been a while, but I was always on the guitar going dan dan. I try dan 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 dan. It's kind of not that difficult of a song to play. It's a simple riff, but I think we finally have her here, and I really hope this time she has something to say, and she will say more than her last appearance here. But everybody give a round of applause to obviously our resident super fan, Hall of Famer here in Sportzwire Radio, none other than the legendary Zilla. Zilla, put the camera on. You're live on Sportzwire. Rhino is here. You're following it up. Zilla.
Hi.
Zilla. How are you, Zilla? Put the camera on. Rhino is here. If Rhino could do it, you could do it. How you doing, Zilla?
I'm doing good.
Put the camera on. We want to say hello to you. Rhino is here. You could do it. There you go, Zilla. Zilla, put the camera back on.
No.
Zilla. Rhino did it. You can do it for a few seconds. How are you? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
So what brings you here tonight? You want to be in promo wrestling? You want to say hello to everybody? What do you want to say to America and worldwide? We're on Sportzwire Radio. You know that. What would you like to say to everybody tonight? What's on your mind?
Just want to congratulate them.
That's very nice. They're fine human beings, all of them. Lyra and AJ and J-Rod, and even though he's the devil, and Nathaniel Rage and Rocky, they're all fine human beings. It's very nice of you, Zilla, to congratulate them. But you're not congratulating Omen Black and Ox McCoy, right?
What do you mean?
Yeah, that was the whole thing about you in the House of Wolves, but that's okay. But what do you want to say?
Because I apologize to a sinner.
Yeah, well, I mean, what do you think about promo wrestling, Zilla? Would you want to maybe join? I mean, what about you joining TPW? I mean, could you imagine that, you in TPW?
No, not really.
Oh, come on, Zilla. Not that hard. Have a lot of support.
It's a lot of fun, Zilla. It was a lot of fun.
Zilla, I think the fans love you more than Rhino. All of a sudden, the views are going up. They see you. Maybe we should have had you on rather than Rhino on yesterday. I think that Rhino. I should have told Rhino, forget about it. Just had you on the show. It might have been more meaningful. I just think they love seeing Zilla. Zilla the thriller.
Yeah, I guess so.
Because people just they know what you mean to us. I see you at every show, every stream. I see you in BCW. I see you in NEW, ROEW. I see you in IMF. I see you in so many of these companies and
Yeah.
TPW. I see you in the TPW Instagrams, and you're everywhere. People, they want to see Zilla. They don't want to see me. They're done with me. They're sick and tired of me. They're sick and tired of Rhino. They just want you now on Sportswire. So this is your crowning achievement. You should be the one that I pass the baton to, and you could maybe put the TPW and put everybody here on the map. I mean, that's really what I think it's time for me to move on.
No, I wouldn't do that to you.
You could do that. There's a lot of people that would. My buddy Barry Gutman would love to, because Barry's upset I was in Brooklyn and didn't see him. But I told Barry I was kind of not available. But Barry's here. I hope Barry's doing well. But we love Barry. Barry's my buddy, one of my very good buddies. But you know, what do you want to say, Zilla? You want to say anything to the world? You want to say anything? What's on your mind, Zilla? It's so good to see you. You should be here every night.
Not really, nothing much.
That's funny. That's actually, more than meets the eye. Justin Parsons has a suggestion. Is there any way we can remodel the Hall of Fame? Some of our wings aren't as pristine as they could be. Oh, I think I know what he's talking about. I'm gonna respectfully, just because we've had such a celebratory night tonight and yesterday with Rhino, we'll let those figure that out. We'll let those. I think people know what's up. As they would say, they know what's up. Chase Wakefield says, "Shut up, Justin." They don't like each other, but maybe we should do more promo. Maybe we should do a day a month on sports. Get all of you on here. Maybe that should be a thing. What do you all think about that? Just getting.
I'm down. I'm down with it. I can do it.
You think so? You think it'd be a good idea? People would tune in. You think Zilla would come here for that?
Zilla's
I didn't hear what you said. I was too busy sneezing.
Zilla's a super fan.
Get an RPW day.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll do an RPG. I'll tell you what, J-Rod. I know you're always telling me you always tell me what I should be doing, and I appreciate you so much. We'll do an RPW day next month. We'll do it. That's what's up. We'll do an RPW day. I'll do it with you next month. We'll do it. You're a good man, J-Rod. You know what? You're always messaging me. You're always hearing the streams. You're always telling me good insights. We'll give you an RPW day. Why not? Right? RPW deserves it. We'll get Nathaniel Rage to show up as the devil. Hopefully, it won't be 24 inches of snow next time.
And that's the thing, because I haven't asked to be on there. I'll be honest with you. I've been trying to get other people. I've been trying to get my buddy Zero on.
Right, you know what? And I know I got to get him on here. And it's just I am swamped right now with people that want to come on here. Understandably, because of Rhino, there's people that are like, "Hey, you're still doing this?" I'm like, "Yeah." Well, it's I don't want to say who's reached out, but certain pro wrestlers have reached out and said, "I want to be on Sportswire." I'm like, "Okay, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. Don't worry." But but yes, I do want to get Zero on. But I want to have an RPW day, because what you've been doing is you're doing a great job out there.
Appreciate that.
And why is Justin Parsley telling another man's fiance to text back? That's not nice. You guys. Now, could you imagine you all cutting a promo on this? That's not nice. I mean, I like Justin Parsley, but he's telling another man's fiance that he should be getting a text back. I don't know. That's a little much for my taste.
A little far.
A little far, don't you think? Could you imagine the promo you would be cutting on that? Oh my God! Could you imagine what promo you'd all be cutting on this?
Oh, I'm going through it in my head right now.
This guy Parsley, you guys can put him into the promo wrestling world. Some people would love to see that.
TPW doors are open.
Yeah, I'm doing now.
With this
I've
promo
done this for
right now in my mind for this guy is like literally the name of it will be Do Better.
And you know what, J-Rod? You are very good friends with Mr. Steele, and he doesn't like Mr. Parsley, so you guys would have something in common.
Oh yeah, you've been starting crap. With my homie, huh?
Yes, he has. And your homie's coming back to Sportswire this week. He'll be here.
Well, let me get some impromptu promo on Mr. Justin right here, right now. If you think that you got the balls to come up on here right now, I challenge you to an impromptu promo battle. Me, the man, the myth, the legend, the one and only outlaw. Against big little ass. Come on,
you know what?
If you think you got it, if you think you got the cojones, if you think you can go in mano with one of the greatest to ever do it? Please, for the love of God, please step up so you can get laid down.
You know what? This is exactly why I'm not going into promo wrestling. This is why I'm letting the professionals try this. Me, I'm not a professional. You can obviously see. And boy, Ed is loving this. There's a lot of people who are loving this. Let me turn this off here on mute. I'm supposed to mute. We mute everybody. There we go. Zilla, what do you think here, boy? Zilla, you really, Zilla, what do you think?
I don't know.
You don't know? No, nothing. Let's let J-Rod. You want to say J-Rod? You got the mic. What do you want to say, J-Rod?
Oh, I'm just saying, like anybody. It's a free Instagram free. You can join up. You can come hang out. You can go ahead and step that verbal ring, and you can get down and dirty just like the rest of us. So,
Well, yeah, that was fire. That was definitely fire. Mr. Parsley's been quiet right now. And James Taylor said, "Who pissed J-Rod off?"
Oh, that's my boy. That's my boy, James Taylor. That is one of the members of a group that my first group that I was ever part of in promo.
Okay.
It was John David Morgan, the Hangman, the
Yes.
Death Titan, and Tab Taylor. We were known as Country Cash, baby.
Well, that was definitely a lot of cash. We'll take this off here. Let's bring them back here. I was just waiting for the link. Wait a minute. Do you want this guy on the link here? You sure?
Let's do it.
Bring him on.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right. Final answer.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if Mr. Parsley would like to come up, just confirming. Does Mr. Parsley want a link? We'll let Mr. Parsley.
Bring him.
Well, I want the confirmation. I want Mr. Parsley to confirm that he would like to come and to make sure, because we have to make sure. We want the professionals to make sure that they know what they're doing. Well, I'll give him a link. I'll do that here. Well, you are here on Sportzwire Radio. Thank you so much for tuning in here. Boy, a lot of people have been tuning in. And apparently, I've received word that this individual does want to come on here. He wants to be here. I mean, this is. You know what? Listen, this is just. I really hope that this is a family station, and I only pray that this will work out for the best of everybody here. But we are gonna get here the PWF champion, Justin Parsley, who's waiting for a link. He's received the link, and I only hope that this will end nicely. And Mr. Pizzo is saying, "Let him in." Yeah, we're letting him in. We're letting him in. Relax, but we're letting him in here. But he has read the link. He will click on it, and we'll see him. We'll see him. I mean, I don't know. I really, this is just fascinating here. We'll see here. Maybe I should try and dabble back in the promo world for a few rounds with some. Do you want James Taylor back in promo wrestling? Should he come back to the promo world?
Come back, Tap.
Do you think he, would have anything left?
Fuck yeah.
You think so?
Oh, fuck it.
Well, we'll find out. I mean, Zilla, what do you think about you and Justin Parsley on a stream together? You all right with this?
Yeah.
You think so? You think it'll be okay?
Yeah.
Well, we're waiting for Mr.
I'm just gonna sit back and watch to let J-Rod dig into him.
Oh, you think J-Rod's gonna dig into Justin Parsley? Why do you say that for?
Yeah.
What do you think? You have inside information? You have insider knowledge? Okay, well, we are waiting for Mr. Parsley. We are waiting for his arrival. And if you are here, James Taylor would like to tell. And by the way, James Taylor may be here tomorrow night. He actually may be here tomorrow night now. So if you like what you're hearing tonight, maybe I should ask if James is here tomorrow. Do you want me to ask about his return to the promo wrestling world? Yes, Lyra. Floor is yours. Unmute. There you go. Lyra.
So it's been a great time being here, but unfortunately, I do have to call it here. Thank you,
champ, and I hope to see you in a few weeks.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you for giving me the floor, and I'm out and I'm ready to go. See ya.
See ya. That's Lyra Limber, the TPW hardcore champion. One person in, one person will come out. But J-Rod is boxing on Sportswire. J-Rod is ready for a fight. I thought we were doing it. This is a family station here. Look, Mr. Taylor, if you're back, just know I'm going to put you back on the shelf. So dabble lightly, boy. I'll tell you what. This is turning into one. This is one night for the ages here. Just think, we had the War Machine Rhino, and now we got J-Rod wanting to box and beat up Justin Parsley, and James Taylor may be back on Sportswire tomorrow night. All hell is breaking loose. I tell you what, this is just, and Stud Bronson's here Monday night, who's wrestling Savio Vega. I mean, this is just a 1-2-3 combo like you've never seen. It's unbelievable. I hope people tune in. And Nathaniel Rage is who are you? Razor what? Who are we talking about? Oh, Mr. Travis Black, and Nathaniel Rage is the devil. Where is Justin Parsley? I mean, we're waiting for Justin Parsley. He said he wanted a link. Think maybe he's changing his mind?
I don't know.
Do you think he should change his mind? Maybe he should, stick to wrestling in the ring, right? And figure out Anthony Steele.
No. I think you should join.
I'll be honest, whether it's on the mic, in the ring, let me know. Call me up.
Whoa, J-Rod. I didn't expect this fired up J-Rod. One show for the ages here tonight on Sportswire. I mean, this is just, we got a lot of people here tonight fired up. People really, maybe, they're looking for something to do. Well, you got it. You got plenty to do here. We're waiting for Justin Parsley. Maybe he is backing. Maybe he's backing out. Maybe he's backing out. Zilla, maybe, what do you want to call Justin Parsley? Maybe, Zilla, you obviously, are one of Justin Parsley's confidants and associates. I mean, have you asked him about this in the last few minutes? You want to text him, call him?
I don't support him anymore.
Well, I get a chance. Let me wish a happy birthday, though, to Jack Delta, the outsider Jack Delta, the destructive Jack Delta, once known the former ROBW world champion, of course.
Maybe he should come on instead of Justin Parsley.
Well, I don't think Jack Delta. It's his birthday today, so I think he's celebrating.
Oh, happy birthday, Jack Delta!
But happy birthday to Jack Delta, a good friend to Sportswire Radio, a man that really was an honor to have him on this platform many times. And one of the reasons we got a chance to speak with the War Machine, the Man Beast Rhino, alongside everybody else here. I want to wish him a very happy birthday. Hope he has a wonderful, blessed day. Thank you so much for all you've done for us here, all the time that you've given us here on Sportswire Radio, everything you've done for our sport, everything you've done for the wrestling community, Mr. Delta. I thank you for the opportunities that you've given me. I'm very grateful you took a chance on me about 2 years ago to come on to Sportswire Radio, and always coming on here. And thank you, Mr. Delta. Hope you have a great birthday, a blessed day. Thank you so much for all of your support over the years. And we're just waiting for this Justin Parsley guy. Yeah, Zilla, turn the video off at this point. I don't know. Maybe he's just, yes, Rocky.
I am going to have to get off here in a little bit.
Okay, but we're gonna end the show in a few. We'll give Parsley a few more minutes, and if he doesn't come on, we'll close the show anyway. So we'll definitely figure that out. But let's go with a couple thoughts here. J-Rod should change his persona to Jekyll and Hyde. What do you think?
No, I don't think I am. I've been going by J-Rod for a long time, and I'm just gonna stick to me, baby.
The real question is, J-Rod, when you coming back?
Been a
long time.
Well, all right. You know what? Since you got to go, let's get to some final thoughts. I want to go with Nathaniel Rage, who's always got plenty of rage. He's the devil. Let me give you the floor. Let me give you some closing thoughts. Anything else you want to plug, share, or say?
Absolutely, yeah. So as for the match that's going to happen this year, it's getting a little postponed because we have about, I don't know,
100 inches of snow, right?
No. So the plan going forward is to beat the car out of my little brother because we think he's better. Whenever it happens, it's going to happen. Always stay tuned to my channel. I'm dropping things almost every day. Always wrestling related. You just got to look quickly. And for the people that don't know, RPW's actually had a lot of things happen this week. The biggest one, I signed a contract to RPW.
I did see that. Yes, you tagged me on Instagram for that. Congratulations.
Yeah. But I'm looking forward to the next challenger, and I've got cult members here in the chat, and I've got cult members here on the screen. You know what we say, horns up, guns out, shoot him dead right in the head.
Definitely, that what it is. And House of Rage Productions. Check out Nathaniel Rage on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. Check it all out. J-Rod, I'm passing the baton to you. Anything else you want to plug, share, or say? The floor is yours.
What was that place that you said you like to take people, Nathaniel Rage?
Yeah,
What was that place that you said you like to take people?
the Forest of the Missing.
Forest of the Missing. Oh, buddy. You know, there's a lot of darkness, a lot of trauma that goes deep inside your head. And you never know. The last of the outlaws may come after you, whether it be in the promo ring or real life. But here's the thing. All throughout my life, in order to escape the reality of my life, you know where I spent a lot of time? I spent a lot of time in the woods and in the darkness of the woods. And throughout those pines, I've seen things. So you like to come out here and you like to scare people, try to scare people. Listen, I have seen things unimaginable. Give you the worst nightmares. So the devil is nothing to me. Because throughout all of these things that have happened in my life, through all of these dark, tormented things that have pierced my mind, through these things that have pierced my mind, I have gained one thing. That is a relationship with the good Lord above, and that's somebody that you and I both know 100% without a doubt the devil can never beat. God was the one that sent the devil to hell because the devil thought he could outpower God. He could outdo God. And what did he do? God simply smited him, and he made him the leader of his own little kingdom. But even though he made him a leader of that kingdom, who is truly a man over hell? It's still God, because Jesus Christ died and went to hell and defeated the devil, took the keys, and rose again. And
Someone's blowing snow.
He proved that he was the almighty King of Kings. And the devil is nothing more than the low-grade Prince of Darkness.
Well, you know what? I've heard a lot about the Prince of Darkness. I've heard a lot about the Devils. I know we're going to sign off, Rocky, but I have not one but two surprises here very quickly, and I'm going to bring them up simultaneously, and this will certainly break the internet. So before we sign off, and I promise you we'll be off in a few minutes, I got not one but two surprises. But you want me to bring them on the screen?
Yeah.
All right, well, you got it. Wait a minute. No, these two guys just wrestled each other somewhere. No. No way. This is, you know what? Wait. No. It's a new year. I thought we had New Year's resolutions. We were going to come in peace. We were turning the other cheek. We got Rhino on Sportzwire, but we got James Taylor and Justin Parsley at the same time? No.
I'm so used to being Soldier GP and James Taylor at the same time, underneath me while I'm hitting them both.
Brother, we do respect each other, but James Taylor and you, no.
Well, hello, James. Hello, Justin.
This guy looks like Joe Donuts. He was on a monk Bender Street.
And is that a David Spade reference again?
I'm
I'm just going to shave it all off. I'm going to shave it all off and see what the new reference. I want to see what I look like.
Never grow your hair back. Keep the hair, grow it back further. Don't listen to them. Don't listen to them. And by the way, David Spade sold his house for like $17 million last month. So you might
before it burned.
Yeah, I think before it burned. Yeah.
How you doing, James Taylor? I came here to talk to these guys, but so glad to see you anytime that I can.
I'm all right, Ned Flanders. I just wanted to stop in and say hello.
Heidi
Hope
ho.
everybody's been doing all right. Country Cash, baby. Country Cash.
Country Cash, baby.
You don't know nothing about that parsley. I understand.
I think I'm too far north. I don't know. I think I would have been a union soldier. I'm sorry.
You keep
sorry, y'all.
Warm for me? Are you keeping that title warm for me?
Tom knows what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, it's a warm title. It's the warmest thing in Indiana.
I appreciate that. Because if it comes down to one-on-one, I take that title from you just like that. So
time and place, James Taylor. Time and place.
Anyways, I wanted to come in here and just kind of spectate what you were going to say to these gentlemen, because I know Mr. J-Rod personally. He's a good friend of mine and a former faction member, Mr. Country Cash. It was a thing back in the day. I know you don't know nothing about it. It's no big deal. But I know the guy's pretty crazy, so I just wanted to come spectate. That's all.
Well, I whipped the mentor's ass, so I guess the protege must be next in line. That could be fun. And what kind of a faction are we talking about? Are we talking about in a ring, or is this like an E-Fed thing that you do, you big nerd? Don't do that. Don't do the rock and roll sign. I hate that. It doesn't work for me.
Chase Springfield's here Friday night, and he wants you off the show.
Off of what show? Off of this show?
This show and Friday night. Don't worry, I'm not doing it. I'm keeping you on. I'm keeping you on.
Thank you, because I'm the hall monitor. Go ahead, keep going. Because I'm the hall monitor. I monitor your Hall of Fame. Better than anybody else ever has.
And I hear through the grapevine, Nikki Chooch might be visiting you. I hear through the grapevine.
Who's going to visit me?
Nikki Chooch.
I don't know. I don't know what's happening with that. He's going to meet me down a dark alley. I'm real popular around those parts right now.
He would be coming to where you actually wrestle.
In a ring?
In a ring, yes, sir. In a ring.
I think we could do that. I think Nikki Chooch. I gotta slow down whenever I say his name. That's what it boils down to.
The man who's gonna take the belt from you, Justin Parsons.
Ooh. Yeah,
Zilla's here? What the hell is Zilla doing? That's my ex-best friend.
I was trying to figure that out for you tonight. I was trying to wonder what the deal was.
I feel like the entire world is against
Wait, I can't apologize.
Never
mind.
You can't.
Well,
Mr.
Taylor might be here. And Mr. Taylor might be here tomorrow night, so I'm sure he's going to talk a lot about you, Mr. Parsley, once again.
You keep my name out of your mouth. One-on-one. I don't care how we do it next time, James Taylor. Same outcome. Justin Parsley. No, stop.
No,
don't give me the bird. Use your words. Be a man.
I apologize. Look, I talked to the big man upstairs today.
I
said,
thank God.
Can you please
Is this the second sermon today?
Grant me Justin Parsley one-on-one, the PWF championship? And he told me good things happen to good people. And I said, thank you, sir. So,
what are you, a prophet? He talked back to you? Are you kidding me, James Taylor? I think you need to go see a doctor. I think what I did to you at IMF, I think it messed with your head. I think you need to go see a doctor.
I think you have a lot more problems than IMF with James Taylor.
It seems like I have a lot of problems everywhere I go. I came on here and I just wanted, to tell them congratulations, have a good night, yada, yada, yada. And then this guy pops up, and then this girl over here, she's talking her garbage. What the hell is going on, Tom?
Well,
What kind of a place is this?
I'll tell you what it means. You know what, James? We'll see you tomorrow night. We'll talk about this tomorrow night. James will be here. I think I'm just going to call an audible. We'll see you tomorrow night. And maybe, Mr. Parsley, if you'd like to invite yourself, you can continue the conversation. You might want to, pay a visit. Anything you want to say, Rocky, before we let you go? I know we all got to run here. Rocky, you want to say something else? The floor is open. Okay, so the floor is open for Mr. Parsley and Mr. Taylor. Mr. Taylor will be here tomorrow night. I'm sure that will be a lot of people who tune in. And I can't wait for that. Zilla's here. Yeah, Zilla, say hello to Justin and James. They love to say hello to you.
I'm glad Soldier hurt Jack Delta. I want you to know that, Zilla. That's
I'm
for
actually
you.
it's his birthday today.
Jack Delta? Well, the happy birthday. There you go. Now you know that I'm happy
What
for
a way to
Soldier
say happy
for you.
birthday.
And I hope
I'm
Zilla likes it
actually
too.
wearing his shirt in honor of his birthday.
I can barely hear anything. Someone's audio is jacked
Well,
up.
we're going to close the show off the air. You know what?
Okay.
Thank you, everybody. This was one for the ages. We thought we couldn't follow up Rhino. We pretty much did. We put TPW into the Hall of Fame. We got the whole monitor of Sportzwire Radio, Justin Parsons, James Taylor, RBW owner. We'll be here tomorrow night. We got Zella, who's the resident super fan. We got J-Rod, who's going to have his own day. Nathaniel Reagan, and Texas Red Rocky himself. And thank you, everybody. Chase Wakefield, Friday, 8:30. Bud Bronson, who's wrestling Savio Vega, is at 9 o'clock Monday. And James, see you at 9:30 p.m. Eastern time. But until then, my name is the Reverend Tom Bryce, boy, literally, we're all wrestling matters if you're on Sports Fire Radio. We're going back to regular scheduled programming, and James Taylor gives a thumbs down to the snow. That's a wrap, everybody.